Hi, guys. Welcome to Real Food Recovery. We have a special episode today because we have a special guest with us. Her name is Kelly. She's actually one of our members from our Real Food Recovery community. And she wanted to have an opportunity to share her recovery voice and her views around this process as well as her journey. But before we get into talking to her, I have to stop and say hello to my partner in crime, Jamie. How's it going today?
Hey, I'm doing well, Paige. I'm doing well. Thank you. Always happy to be here and super grateful to Kelly. Kelly, came forward to us, which was such a delight that we had one of our members come to us and say, "Hey, I've got some ahas that I want to share. I'd like to, talk to the world and to, maybe even potential future members about what my experience of recovery has been, what my experience of addiction was." And what I'm learning in the RFR community and through the program. So Kelly, thank you so much. We're so glad you're here.
I know, it's so exciting. So let's go ahead and get into it. Do you want to start out? Well, first of all, Kelly, do you want to say anything more about yourself before I start
Yeah,
quizzing this?
who's Kelly? Who's Kelly?
Yeah.
Well, I'm very excited to be here. I think I kind of volunteered because I wanted to lend my voice as someone that's really new in my recovery. I'm definitely in it, and I just any chance I get to speak with you, I want to take it. So.
Beautiful.
Well, we're
Thank you.
grateful.
Well,
Very.
that leads really right into my first question, and that is tell us your story. How long have you struggled with processed food addiction, and describe what a day in a life was like in the depths of food addiction for you?
Yeah, so my story is unique to me, but I also believe it's like so many others where my processed food addiction started in childhood. I think that is the main differentiator between processed food addiction and other substances.
Right.
We don't even have a chance to kind of know the consequences of what we're doing. The food is designed to be addictive. Um, it's just fed to us at such an early age. So, as a child, my earliest memories are the food. I can't always remember my family or the event, but I remember the food.
Isn't that interesting?
Um, my mom tells a story that my sister and I would get treats, and I would quickly finish mine and be looking to hers for half of my sister's.
Mhm.
So I've been a food addict for as long as I can remember. It was definitely progressive. I mean, it just got worse and worse every year, little by little. In the depths of my active addiction, at any given moment, I was either planning a binge, binging, or recovering from a binge, which just takes so much of your.
Well said. Well said. Those are the three stages of addiction. Absolutely. Well
Yeah.
said.
And just on repeat, right? Just over and over again. So looking back, there was a lot of fake it till you make it, because I don't know how I was getting through um, daily tasks, just feeling like that.
Yeah.
Man, oh, that sounds familiar to me.
Right.
It's like you're
Absolutely.
saying my story too, because I was like that from my earliest memory
Yeah.
too.
One
Yeah.
thing comes up for me, Kelly, while you're talking, and tell me what you think of this. So many people will say to me, I'm sure I've said to you and Paige and others, "Oh, food addiction, processed food addiction, that's ridiculous." And it is ridiculous in a way because to sort of coin it as such, because these foods are designed to be addictive. So it's almost like, calling a spade, right? It is there. That's what they're designed to be. How could they be
Right.
anything else? But
Mhm.
it's not so much about the addiction, right? That's a shocker. It's more about all of the ways it takes us out of life, as Paige and I
Right.
like to
Right.
say. So what were your initial thoughts when you discovered that processed food addiction was real and that recovery was even possible.
Yeah, I will never forget that particular moment, because for a long time I was kind of living my life and I knew that I was addicted because there was no other word for it. And I thought to myself, well, there's nothing I can do because I'm addicted to food and we have to eat. So
Mhm.
it's just hopeless. And when someone said, no, 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 sweetie, you're not a food addict. You're a processed food addict because, again, just like Jamie said, by design, these foods are meant to be addictive. And the cure for this, or the work, is abstinence from these foods. That was so big and so life changing. And I had hope for the first time, like that someone understood,
Yeah.
because I had brought concerns of this addiction to my primary care. Um, talking with my mom and my sister, it was
What was
always
your doctor's feedback when you brought this concern?
so. And I actually really love her, and she's a very sweet woman. She just has no knowledge. And she looked at me and she said, well, if you feel like it's something out of your control, you will need to get bariatric surgery.
Oh,
Oh,
did
that makes my
gasp. I
heart
didn't
hurt.
mean to guess.
Yeah.
That makes my
Yeah.
heart hurt.
I know.
Yeah,
Because
she gave me the name of the clinic or the group, and she kind of walked me through it. And I still have the number. I kind of talked it over with my husband, and I really considered it because I'm like,
I get it.
nobody gets it. So it was really life changing to hear that
yeah,
I'm not a food addict. I'm a processed food addict.
don't